Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if this is your first time here. I am looking into the much awaited and much needed reading for Kaylee Goncalves. So for those of you who saw my last reading, which was for Bethany Funk, in fact Kaylee has been the most vocal with me trying to get through from the very start. So she needs to be heard, she needs her story told, and I am going to be delving into her energy and doing my best to interpret what it is that she's telling me through messages and through the cards. This is a tarot reading, so it is not factual, it is only opinion, and it is all alleged. It's also open to interpretation. So I'm at no point am I making accusations or stating any of this to be fact. So also, sorry I didn't really tell you who Kaylee Goncalves is. This is regarding the Idaho 4 murders that happened in Moscow, Idaho in the United States was it last year? I think it was last year. Hold on. If I wrote down the actual... yeah, you can check the dates and the facts. I've written them down somewhere, but I don't know where. The details I believe are on my probably on the Brian Koberger reading. So this is Kaylee Goncalves. She was one of the 4 that was brutally murdered. 2 other people were in the house that were left unharmed. Sorry, I will draw them. Bad habit, I know. Okay. It feels like Kaylee knows everything, or she's open to... She's not just open to tell her story, she's desperate to tell her story, or tell the story. So this deck, I'm starting with Oracle decks. This deck is what lies beneath, and it will be listed in the description as well. Okay, Kaylee. So the first card I have is Burning Evidence. Now it's funny because I picked up 2 things with this. One, the obvious that it's stating, and that is that evidence is being destroyed, and it has been destroyed because the house was destroyed this year at some point, which really goes against all protocol because it's evidence. At the end of the day, it's evidence. Why did they need to destroy it before the case had been heard, or before the trial had gone ahead? I will never understand that, but it also makes sense to me that it did happen because of what I've been told by Kaylee. This burning evidence, there's 2 ways of looking at this. This is, they have burned evidence, or they've destroyed evidence, or there is evidence that is burning to be discovered. So yeah, that's the first thing she's showing me, is that evidence was destroyed very quickly to cover up who actually is responsible for this crime. The next card is In Their Feels. one of these, the people that were involved, I don't know how far I can go with this, had feelings for Kaylee. There are rumours going around that she had a stalker, and I believe the Goncalves family tried to pin that onto Brian Kohberger, but that didn't stick. They couldn't find any proof or evidence of that. However, it is true. It is correct that she did have a stalker, but it wasn't Brian Kohberger. The next one is red lipstick stain in reverse. I think this is more about blood stain. I think this is something to do with give me a second. It doesn't make sense. What I'm getting is she's saying that there's a huge stain. It's evidence. It's still there, but the house is gone. So I don't understand where. Where is it? It's in someone's car. There's a blood stain in someone's car. Insecure. So this person really made Kaylee feel very unsafe. And I know, obviously, she moved out. She moved out of the house. Before the murders occurred. I can't remember how long before. But she came back for that particular night. And I did say in a previous reading that part of the reason she moved out was because of things that had blown up in the house, secrets that had been revealed or uncovered, and Kaylee wasn't going to let it go, is what I'm feeling. However, this is also regarding the person that was stalking her. There was a combination of two things. There was that going on in the house and the stalking situation, and somehow these are connected in some way. So this deck is the What's the Vibe? Also linked in the description. Okay, so this next deck, first card, cutting ties. It says cutting ties, freedom, standing up, awaken. So first of all, I'm getting that a threat was made towards her, towards Kaylee. not from anyone in the house, from someone else. From her stalker. I don't know whether to say. I don't know whether to say. This is so difficult. Like I said, okay, guys, this is all alleged. This is not factual. I am not making any accusations, but I'm just going to say it. I'm going to come out with it. Before I began these readings, the very first one being Brian Koberger, the reason that I had to do these is because I had Kaylee in my head, connecting with me, and she desperately needed someone to reveal the truth. And I asked her who did it. Was it Brian? Her answer was a police officer. It was a police officer. And it's the police officer that was stalking her. And she's just desperate for the truth to come out. And when you look at all the little things that have happened, it all just makes so much sense. So yeah, she was threatened. I don't know when. I don't know how. You know how soon or it wasn't that same day or night, but she was threatened to not speak of something to anyone ever. There's something about Dylan. There's a connection between Dylan and this police officer, and I feel like he was using her to get to Kaylee. Anyway, time. Next card, time, delay, procrastination, too busy. I've said on several readings that there was issues around something that was planned to go down, and it didn't go to plan because something was out with timings, which kind of led to what should have been you see, what I'm seeing isn't that this was planned, that there was going to be, you know, that this person was going to go there and unalive Kaylee. That was never the plan. I think it was more a case of scare tactics kind of thing. But it went wrong. And it escalated. There was stuff going on before that. There was arguments, there was fights, the emotions were heightened. It was just, all I keep seeing in my head is this chaos. So this police officer was going to turn up anyway. That was planned. And when they did turn up, it just so happened that everything was kicking off. So it almost looked like they turned up because there'd been a complaint or something. So it seemed natural, it seemed normal, you know, police officer at the door, whatever. Anyway, there was more than one police officer. There was two, but there is one that was responsible. Not responsible for every single person's demise, but definitely not for the first two, put it that way, but definitely for the last two. I don't like this. So this police officer, psychopath, abusive, conniving, unpredictable. I have done so much research on who this could be. I've tried to find the names, the histories of any police officers involved. The only one that keeps coming up is I don't know if I should actually name them, but their initials are BP. Okay, so look it up yourself, BP. I think that he's the one that submitted the statement from that night. But I still don't know if it is him. I don't know. So we've got waves, worry, emotions, fear. So the waves is about rumours. It was about there was a lot of stuff being talked about before this happened. There was rumours going around about Dylan and this particular police officer. People assumed that Dylan was close to this police officer because of the rugs situation within the house, keeping this police officer on side, in bed with this police officer, almost literally, because of the rug situation, because there was a relationship regarding the rugs as well. But there was a lot more to it, which Dylan didn't know was why he was close to her, the real reason. So this waves, worry, fear is coming from Kaylee, because she started to feel like she was it's like she knew she was in danger, but no one was listening, no one was here. It's like everyone said, are you kidding, you for real, Kaylee? No, he's not going to do anything to you because of his job, So let's have a look at the next. The last oracle deck, and then we'll get into the tarot. And I think it's this particular police officer's car that has evidence in it. Whether it still does or not, it's probably unlikely, but it definitely had a lot of evidence. And what I can't figure out, and which I'm almost suppressing, is did something happen in his car? What I can't understand is why, I know it's someone I'm going to have to do a reading on, but I can't get my head around the absolute insistence of Kaylee's mum and dad of pinning it on Brian. They haven't, I suppose when you've lost a child and if there's a slight chance that you know who's done it, you're just going to become hell-bent on that person, I suppose. But you think you'd want to know. Oh God, I wish that she could talk to him. I just wish that she could talk to him. There was also evidence on Kaylee's phone, what she's telling me, that there was not correspondence, of something that kind of points in the direction of the person that did it, but they would have destroyed that evidence as well. Cover up. I mean, absolutely, there's no doubt about it. It's a cover-up. The Moscow police know about, they know, they're covering it up as well. And I'm trying to figure out, why would they cover it up? Why would, it's because of the rugs, because there's a link to the rugs. So therefore they would have all, it would have exposed the whole division. Money. Money, there was definitely money involved. There's money involved, it linked to the rugs. There was... I've never, I mean, I know that there are authorities, shall we say, that are more corrupt than others, but I've never ever actually come across something this corrupt. It's just like an organised crime, like, but it's not. It's a division of authority of people that are meant to serve and protect, and yet they're literally operating like an organised crime group. Marriage and wedding. I don't know, this police officer, I don't know if she's trying to give me clues, if this police officer was due to get married or was married. And then the last card. Yeah, I feel this person watching her all the time, like tracking her every movement. So we're going to do the oracle now. She's so what's the word? She's so she was so close to telling her dad that this person was stalking her, but she didn't, because she knows how what her dad's like, and that he would have told her she was being ridiculous, and that he's so like you know, I mean, I don't know if he has connections with the police, but he's very much a strong supporter of the police and the authorities, and you know, he wouldn't have believed it for 1 second, but she wishes she'd said something. Eight of Pentacles reversed. Eight of Cups reversed. Page of Pentacles. Queen of Swords. So here's Kaylee. It could also be Maddie because they're both air signs. Eight of Pentacles reversed. There's just this feeling of never being able to get away from it, no matter what she did. There was like no out. There was no... She couldn't talk to anyone. She couldn't... She just couldn't escape it. She desperately didn't want to go back that day, and she did. And again, that's one thing she'll regret, is that she knew it was a bad idea. Something in her gut told her not to do it, not to go, and yet she did. Someone talked her into it. Did her dad talk her into it? Someone talked her into it. She wasn't going to go, but someone talked her into it, and it wasn't any one of the others. It was a member of her family who just convinced her and persuaded her to go. I mean, if that was me, I'd be feeling absolutely sick to my stomach if I'd been the one responsible for convincing her to go, literally go to her death. Not that it would have been their fault, but... Eight of Cups reversed. So this is literally that. It's about she nearly was so close to saying no, and then changed her mind. It's like she knew. Page of Pentacles. This feels like Dylan. We don't know her birth date. I'm picking it up as Dylan because of the connection to money and the immaturity. Did Dylan owe Kaylee money? Dylan owed Kaylee money, which was one of the reasons why she went, because it was long overdue. Eight of Pentacles reversed. So hard. It's like, even, they're never going to be, this is never going to be uncovered. It's never going to be, even if Brian Koberger is found not guilty, there won't ever be another investigation. That's one thing I've never understood, is there's an investigation for, someone that's been unalived. The person that's on trial is innocent, found innocent, and then what? The person that did it's still out there, but they don't continue looking. They don't ever continue looking for the person. Do they? Or do they? Am I making that up? Is it like, that's it, case closed, done. We didn't get them, so what? Or do they? Do you ever see, like, is that just me? I always find that very odd. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm wrong on that. But anyway, even if that was the case, it's certainly never going to be. This person's never going to be revealed, because the whole division's behind him. So I don't know what it would take for that to happen, and I think that's why Kaylee is so upset. So this Eight of Pentacles reversed is clarified by the Emperor, the Hanged Man, and Death. So yeah, this is him again. The Emperor is like he literally fed off of like feeling empowered. He really gets his kicks out of being in that position of authority, knowing that he can get away with anything really, which has just been proved. I don't know if she made a complaint. She made a complaint once to the actual I don't know what it's called, to the station, about this person. Nothing ever happened. Apart from so she was told that there was a warning or something, and that was it. So it was reported. The Hanged Man. The Hanged Man and Death. It's just that constant feeling of him always hanging around, always somewhere. She's always looking over her shoulder. That's why when she lived there, God, this is so sad. When she lived there, I mean, that's part of the reason why, not the reason why she was so close to Maddie, but when she lived there, they shared a bed and things like that because she felt so unsafe. She wanted someone with her at all times. Eight of Cups is clarified by the Five of Pentacles reversed, the Six of Cups, and the Ten of Pentacles. So she changed her mind. She ended up going. Five of Pentacles reversed. Five of Pentacles reversed. It all kicked off over money. An argument started about money. Which escalated into so this feels like the catalyst was Dylan. Something to do with money. Kaylee already knew about Dylan's secret, and she, in the middle of this argument, just blurted it out just because she was angry. She said, well, we know about you, we know what you're up to, we know... yeah. As far as Kaylee was concerned, Dylan was an informant. She was informing, yeah, which wasn't really the case. It just got worse and worse. Ten of Pentacles. So we've got the Five of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles. So this is like an illusion being created that money was owed somewhere when it wasn't. Actually, there wasn't. There was no debt. It's really, really confusing. Six of Cups. There's blackmail about someone's past as well. Someone was being blackmailed, or someone was being paid off. The Page of Pentacles clarified by the High Priestess. Again, this is about Dylan. Clarified by the High Priestess. One who speaks, but one who knows but does not speak. She knows everything. Dylan knows everything. Six of Wands reversed. Seven of Swords reversed. Six of Wands reversed. Hiding from the public. Seven of Swords reversed. Getting away with it. Protection, getting away with it. Queen of Swords clarified by the King of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles reversed. And the Devil. Wow. So this is Kaylee. This King of Pentacles, I feel like is her dad. But we are going to do a reading on him, obviously, at some point. Now, this could indicate someone that's, you know, in a position of authority, powerful, rich, whatever, but it's coming through like this because he is, out of all of the people involved, he seems to be well, not even influencing, but he's making the most waves, he's making the most noise, he's trying, you know, he's on a mission, and that's what this card is about. The Six of Pentacles reversed. I mean, this is about money exchanging hands as well. And this is her dad. This is about money exchanging. And I don't know what's going on here, but she's so distraught. She's like, I cannot believe he's doing this. I've got the Devil. I mean, this is just really, first of all, I wonder if her dad is a Capricorn. I don't know, her dad could be a Capricorn. I don't actually know. I'm going to have to find out. But the Devil energy is just really about the level of toxicity that is around this whole case, the level of corruption, the level of toxicity, the level of threats and blackmail and cover up, and I mean, I just can't even get my head around it. There's not one person here that could just spill the beans, because they've all been, yeah, I say all, say all. I don't know if they, I mean, to be honest, obviously Kaylee's dad's not been blackmailed or corrupted by someone to say you must tell this story because because if he knew what had actually happened, he would turn the world upside down to reveal the truth. And that is that is the hardest thing. That I think that is what she's finding the most difficult to come to terms with, is that all that energy is being wasted on the wrong person, and there's nothing. What can be done? What can be done? They deliberately destroyed the evidence. This whole picture is just shocking. I can't even think of the word. It's shocking. I mean, how I'm being shown it transpiring throughout that night and onwards. Yeah, so like I say, that is I don't know what more to say with this one, because I mean there are so many little details that I could sit here and go through, but I'd rather go through every single person's reading first and then kind of put it all together and see how it all fits before I give you what Kaylee's giving me. I'm not saying that she's wrong, because I'm sure she's right, but I just want that to be the final kind of, this is the picture, the final picture that I've been given. I'd rather do it that way. I just want her to find peace, because she's in so much agony. It's just awful. And one thing I will say is that if Maddie hadn't been in bed with her, I say that if Maddie hadn't been, no, because they weren't in bed. They weren't in bed. Anyway, yeah, thanks guys. It wasn't as long as the other readings, but I've said what I came to say, and Kaylee's said what she came to say. And yeah, if anyone is interested in a private reading, do reach out to me. I'm offering 25% off live readings if you book it with me before the end of the month. You can book it for any time in advance. You can book it for next year if you want, and I don't take payment until the day before. So it's a great opportunity to grab, save some money. Book it now, save some money. It is a full 1 hour live video reading that includes a recording. If you'd like more details, just drop me an email at revelationtarotgb@gmail.com. So that's revelationtarotgb@gmail.com. In the meantime, I wish you all a peaceful day, night, wherever you are in the world. Thank you for all your love and support, and I give it back to you tenfold. See you next time. Enjoy the journey.